Hell figure, nigga. Boss. Hog. Friday night. Welcome aboard. Kids, I'm off balance. I really, really am off balance. R.I.P. Marcel Bismarcky Hall, first and foremost. I just found out about a half an hour ago. And I had one show planned. And I saw that news, and now my head is someplace else. So bear with me. He was a very kind, very generous human being. I've got some stories because I worked at WEA, Warner Electra Atlantic, as a rock and roll East Coast promoter for close to 7 years. And Bismarcky was on Cold Chillin' Records, distributed through Warner Brothers. So we interacted on a few occasions, and I've got a couple of stories, so I'm a little thrown off, I'll just say that. Troll babies, good evening. How you guys doing? How are you doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening. I do have a power-packed show, but just give me a minute. I need a drink. I had planned to do a sober show because I was in the gym today. You know, the gun show's back, bang, bang, and going to the gym tomorrow. And then I said, oh, man, nigga, you can't sit there sober and do a show and not do a deep dive about Bismarcky, huh? And his team, TJ Swan, Diamond Shell, Cool V, and Fly Tie, and others over at Cold Chillin'. Just give me some time. I'll remember names and some really great things that that took place in the building blocks of hip-hop. And for those who don't know, let me just see if I can go off the top. Bismarcky did sacrifice for those of you out here right now. Yes, he did. Monumental lawsuits. One of the guys, Gilbert O'Sullivan, I think that was one of his albums that came out in the 90s. Bismarcky's album, pardon me. Gilbert O'Sullivan sued Bismarcky, and this and another lawsuit on his other album changed the course of hip-hop. I've told you this before about the sampling and everything that took place back in the days. Give me a second. So Bismarcky is more than just a legend. He is an architect. An architect, okay? Make sure you refer to him as such when you do your own shows and you speak of his gift to hip-hop today, okay? All right, also, Ruger Ronnie. I need Ronnie tonight because we're going to talk about Dipset versus the LOX coming up August the 3rd. I'm all over the place again because of Bismarcky's passing, but I do have the notes. August the 3rd, it goes down. It's going to be hard for me to be objective. It's going to be hard because I know these guys, and both of them, well, Cameron and Jadakiss, both of them are in my top 5 greatest of all time. You've heard me say this before. Killer is in my top 5. Jadakiss is in my top 5. Great guys. And for those who know my radio history, I don't like to get too close to the artist. The Star and Buckwild show was known for not having guests in the mornings, going back to Hot 97 and when we started, March of 2000. Everybody came through, but I didn't want them to come back for a second time. I didn't want to get too cool. Never hung out with them in the studio. Went to the concerts, but kept my distance. I wasn't like backstage with niggas and all that old goofy shit. But I let these guys get a little too close. And Styles P is my nigga as well. I've got some stories about Styles. Great guy. And my nigga JJ. Jim Jones and I have had a very offbeat relationship over the years. But we're cool. And his mother is a very beautiful person in my life, Nancy, a.k.a. Mama Jones. I was at Mama Jones' house one time. we were having a good time, playing a whole bunch of 70s, music. So there's history here, so I may not be the best source to talk about the Verzuz battle coming up. Oh, pardon me. Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden in New York City, August the 3rd, all right? Troll babies, how you guys doing? How's the volume? A 1-2, a 1-2. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. How's that? Volume okay? I don't want to, shout too much. How's that sound? How's the spelling on the screen? Are we okay? Let me take another sip. One of my favorite tracks. She caught the vapors, huh? Put some respect on his name, Bismarcky. Okay, we better? Can you hear me? Okay, they're saying you Gucci now, old nigga. Okay, here we go. All right, we're going to come back to Bismarcky. Again, stories, and I want to talk about his monumental lawsuits. If we don't do a deep dive on Bismarcky tonight, it's only because I'm not prepared, and I do want to give him the proper praise that he deserves. So maybe we'll do a tribute show tomorrow or Sunday. So bear with me, bear with me. Also on the screen, holy smokes. Can a neighbor spank your child? Let me say that again. Can a neighbor spank your child? Inspired by a recent story out of Carroll, Georgia. Who saw the video? Troll babies. A white guy, 29 years of age, Matt Martell, came out of his house, went into the neighbor's yard with a belt and beat a 15-year-old black kid because him and his friends were using too much profanity. I ask you, can a neighbor spank your child, your seed, huh? Now, this is layered. Give me some time, and I want Ruger Ronnie on the line. Is that Ronnie right there? I don't know that number. Because Ronnie and I both are experts in this type of discussion. We do not have kids. I would say call now. Call when you're ready. Oh. And since I'm so off base, did Florida boy Jay curve me today? I don't mind if we go back tonight and talk about a couple of shows this week because this is my first week back from vacation. But last night, Florida boy Jay is my guy. He's the youngest on the show here. He's supposed to educate me on what's going on in the streets. He kind of let me down last night with the whole Lil Durk, the shootout, with the Lil Durk and his girl, India, up in the house busting at the ops. The ops came in the house here in Georgia. Florida boy Jay didn't want to talk about it. He couldn't speculate or nothing. Hold on a second. I sent him a text today. He didn't even respond. The text I sent him, hold on a second. Hold on, goddamn, because okay, popular Chicago rapper Lil Kevo was fatally shot. He released a music video dissing King Von and Lil Durk's brother, D-Thang, just 5 days ago. I couldn't even get Florida boy Jay to tell me this. Sent him the text, and he didn't even respond. Anyway. All right, so that's what we're talking about tonight. Can a neighbor spank your child? Oh, I'm sorry, and the 29-year-old white guy has been arrested. There's video footage. Troll babies, what say you, huh? Can a neighbor spank your child even though he or she may be white? White man came outside with the goddamn belt. Grabbed the boy, pushed him up against the goddamn the garage. Get running, sit tight. And let me just say this. I want to go back for a second. I'm a man of a certain age. I have heard for decades, black people talking about, When we was kids, Mrs. So-and-so, Miss Jackson, Mr. Johnson, if we was doing too much, they would beat us and, call our parents. Right, troll babies? Who has heard those stories? And it was all good. I've never experienced no shit like that. I had a guy one time, some teenager, talk reckless to me. I went home and told my father. My father said, "What?" Grabbed a pistol. Within 15 minutes, we were back up at the stop and go. My father grabbed that cracker by his shirt and smacked him. Pow! He said, "Don't you ever in your cracker life talk to this one here like that or I'll kill you." Just like that. White boy turned beet red. Bill didn't play that shit. But that was back in the 70s. Here we are now, 2021. So many black folks, you want to live around white folks, don't you? Well, here you go. Carroll, Georgia. I'm not going to say the mother's name, but I saw the video. Maybe we should give her some credit because, she wasn't talking that old, extra shit. And maybe I'll just say her last name, Sim, S-I-M. Her son did not fight back. But again, the white guy, Matt Martell, has been arrested, and you can see his mugshot and the video as well. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. I'm not a parent, so, I'll take some calls, and we will chop this up. Ruger Ronnie, are you in the building? Friday night, Ronnie.
Yes, I am here.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. I'm very, very off balance. Biz Markie, have you ever heard of him? You're a younger person.
Yes, Star, I've heard of him.
I don't know. I've mentioned some of these names, and you say, I've never heard of that person. But you have heard of Biz Markie.
Yes.
Okay.
I have. Uh-huh.
Can you name one of his songs?
He has a song, about a friend.
Okay.
Right? that song about a friend. And it's a cute...
You got what I need.
You got what I need.
You say he's just a friend.
Yeah, that one.
That was...
When I was in school, we remixed that song.
Okay, probably his biggest hit. I got to check the stats, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I just want to go off of the top of my head tonight. But my favorite track from him was Vapors, the original version, not the one that they put out with the video. That's going way, way back. But all right, anyway, so we got a bunch of things to talk about tonight. Thank you for being available. Can we start with this subtopic before we get to Dipset versus the LOX, August the 3rd, Madison Square Garden? Can a neighbor spank your child? Did you see the video I'm talking about?
I saw the footage and the interview with the mother and the son, and I found the entire thing to be quite disturbing that this, adult man who didn't know these children whatsoever took it upon himself to just walk onto the neighbor's property and physically assault the boy with a weapon. So I was thinking either this guy is high or crazy or just walked out of a time machine from the 1930s. Now, I mentioned the time machine because I know that you mentioned a time period where, that was permissible. Because I know that, there was a time where adults and elders in the community could discipline children. And I know this because my own grandmother, who was born in 1931, told me plenty of stories about, her childhood, about how the neighbor would beat you and then take you to your parents who would also then beat you. But my grandmother's 90 years old. And so we've come a long way from the days of community disciplining. I agree with the concept of it taking a village to raise a child, but the village isn't what it is anymore. And we're too far removed from the days of bestowing blanket authority over children to the community at large.
You just said a lot. And I know you, and many people know you to be a person who does not accept any type of punishment, physical punishment, corporal punishment for a child, right? You've said that.
Right.
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 I do not agree
Right.
with. I'm sorry. I do not agree with that whole community. It takes a village to raise a child thing. I grew up in the 70s. Fuck out of here. My father told me if I don't want to be racist, but if a white person ever threatens you, boy, come home and get me. Come home right away. Stop what you're doing. Don't even argue with him. Come home and get me. My father was with the shits, a man from the South. So I don't subscribe to that whole, oh yeah, Miss Jackson, you used to beat the kids. Bullshit. But that story is a very common story for many, many, many black people over the goddamn decades. Why is it a problem now? This white man we're talking about, 29 years of age, was a member of her community. The mother I'm talking about. Go ahead.
Well, it's interesting that you say that, because that was another takeaway for me was because I saw the interview with the mother, and she repeated multiple times. She said he can defend himself because, and I want to paint a picture for those who haven't seen, this kid is built like a linebacker. She says he can defend himself, but he was afraid to fight back. Yeah. And I took issue with that, because her son should never have been made to feel as though he has to let some random stranger beat on him. Growing up, my mother always told me, don't you ever let anyone put their hands on you, or you're going to deal with me when you get home. And so that always stuck with me. It empowered and emboldened me to the extent that I always knew I had the green light to do whatever I wanted to defend myself if need be. But see, that young man didn't have the same confidence, because his mother said he was afraid if he fought back, he would be in trouble. Yeah. And that's unacceptable. Yeah. So, where's the boy's father, grandfather, uncles? Where's the strong male figure in this child's life to breed the courage and audacity in him that it would have taken for him to defend himself? I understand that he's a child, a big boy no less, but his mother didn't say that he's unequipped to fight back. She very clearly said he chose not to out of fear that he would get in trouble. Okay.
Ronnie taking shots at a single black mother. And Ronnie, don't you dare mention her big macaroni and cheese arms. Don't you do it. Don't you do
it. Can I make mac and cheese sounds?
What's that?
I said, can I make mac and cheese sounds?
Yo, her arms look crazy. Guys, I want to go to a couple of calls early, and then we'll circle back. Hold on a second. Bring in area code 442. Friday night, 442, can a neighbor spank your child? 442.
I'm going to say no in that context. Reason being, he decided to spank the child because there was cursing. This child has a freedom of speech.
Okay. Did you see the video, sir, that we're talking about? This is a national story everywhere.
No, sir, I've been busy.
Okay.
All day.
When you get time, a white man came out the house, 29 years of age, with a belt, a couple of black kids there. He grabbed them, yoked them up, pushed them, and cow with the belt.
Yeah, that's child abuse.
Come on.
And as far as what Ronnie was saying about the child being weak, I don't care how old a person is. If a person is older than you, they're older than you. They could be 5 years old. You can analyze that difference. With the child being 15 and an adult being 29, right. That's a grown man to them. And I don't care how big this child is, their mind is still a child.
Got you.
So that's all I have to say about that.
Well, hang on, sir. Dipset versus the LOX. Do you care? August the 3rd. Verzuz. What do you think?
I'm in the same boat as you. I love both of them cats. I mean, both of them groups equally. Jada Kiss and Styles P, Jules Santana and Cameron. Yeah. I say this is a disservice to hip hop to compete, to have these two giants going at each other.
Well, now hang on a second. How old are you and where you from, if I can ask you that?
I'm 29. I was basically born in the South, from Georgia to California.
Okay.
Southern Cal.
Both of those groups have toured the world, Midwest, South, West Coast. And I can say that they are road warriors. I never saw Dipset live, but I did see the LOX P. Diddy and the Family, Pepsi Presents. They ripped it down, and I think I'm a little too connected or too close to really be objective. Who do you think has more radio hits? Because that's ultimately what's going to come down to the females. Both of these groups are female driven. Who are the females going to say, "Ooh, they got it"?
The females are going with Dipset. I believe D Block is a little bit too intellectual and too grimy. They can come with some bangers, but the general population doesn't even read an 8th grade reading level, so they're not going to be able to comprehend them bars like that.
Wow. Okay. Thank you for your call, sir. Have a great night. Thank you.
You too, sir, and peace.
Thank you. Okay. That was a good call. Listen, folks, I don't mind you calling in being high, sipping and something, but don't call in wanting to argue so early. We're trying to put respect on Biz Markie's name. I got to put some of my sponsors on the screen as well. TamikaWilliams.rightchoiceagents.com. I did reach out to her, or Amy reached out to her to see if she wanted to call in tonight. She's one of the best realtors in New Jersey. Tamika, are you out there? Check your email, please. www.tamikawilliams.rightchoiceagents.com. And I'm going to have someone call in as well from primaccounting.com. Let me see if she checks in shortly. Alicia. Ronnie, let's go to the LOX versus Dipset for a hot minute. August the 3rd, Madison Square Garden. You've already stated that you're a Dipset fan from way back, yes?
Yes, I am very excited for this battle and looking forward to hearing it and all the Dipset classics. I'm wondering if they're going to perform or if they're just going to play the records. But either way, I'm going to be all the way tuned in. You remember I had Dipset as the number one group when we did the groups list.
Right.
So I'm obviously rooting for them to win, and they will win because they have the 20-plus needed. The LOX, they don't have a solid 20. Dipset has anthems. All three of them have solo hits, solo projects that did very well. I really, really love Styles. He was in my top 5 rappers list, but Jadakiss and She can't hold a candle to anybody in Dipset. And if it weren't for Jada and Styles, Sheik would have been disregarded and discarded a long time ago. Probably never even would have got signed, but because he's a part of the LOX, people just let him live. Honest fans will admit that he's the weakest link. The LOX, they don't have a banger that was used in arenas at professional sports. They don't have a balling. They don't have the equivalent of the Diplomatic Immunity album, which I like to call the Red and Blue set. Yeah, the LOX, they didn't go on to create a bunch of splinter cells like Dipset. Yeah, they had D Block, but they didn't have a Purple City Bird Gang or a huge number of people that they put on. They had J Hood, who couldn't even go gold, which wasn't that hard back then. And
Ronnie talking reckless. Pay attention. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ronnie. Go ahead.
Dipset had Hell Rel, Uncasa, Jaja, Freaky Zeke, Agala, Shice Bub. So it's not even a real competition. They were a force to be reckoned with. If you want to talk impact, hits, sales, or discography, Dipset wins every time. They inspired a wave, not just with music, but also with the fashion. Cam with the pink, Jim with the pseudo rock star look, the wallet chains and the skull bracelets. What did the LOX inspire? Where can we see their impact? Dusty dudes in the hood with 5X white T-shirts on, and big pants that another man could fit inside of with them? No, it's not even a question.
Ronnie, take a break. That was crazy. It was hot, but that was crazy. Wow. Wow. Folks, Greasy Ronnie just went 10 toes down. Are there any LOX fans out there who want to call in? Does anyone remember me saying Hell Rel is my nigga? Hell Rel has had some really, really strong projects. I fuck with him heavy still. I remember when I saw him on some DVD before he even put an album out. He was talking crazy about y'all niggas, something rap, fuck it, I might shoot at a cop. Crazy bars. I think he's Is it Weeks Ave in the Bronx? Anybody in that live chat know? Hell Rel? Is it Weeks Ave? I don't know if they are on speaking terms, but I would love to see him come on stage with Dipset. And Ronnie, does Joel Santana have any gas left in his tank? Because he's been pretty quiet since he came home. If I can ask you that before I bring more calls in.
No, he'll also, I think they're all just going to go through their catalog. And I also forgot to mention they had J.R. Ryder, too. Yeah. They had a solid team.
Okay.
They did. They had a wave.
Ooh. Yeah, they had a wave. Yeah, crazy wave. Folks, please check out my sponsor, www.jupiternights.com. I say again, www.jupiternights.com. And let me put my email address on the screen for those of you who do want to become sponsors, okay? Let's go to the phone lines. Area code 240 on a Friday night. Are you there? 240. 240. Are you there? Yes, no, maybe?
Sometimes I meet some bad bitches there.
Okay, he's in doing something. Let's get him out of here. We'll come back. Let me go to area code 731 on a Friday night. Talking about Dipset versus the LOX. Are you up to speed? 731.
The what?
Okay.
I
got time. Tonight I got time. Area code 647 012. And guys, I'm coming to PayPal shortly. Okay. How about we just get you out of here as well? You're moving too slow, baby. Joe Jackson Ghost. Okay. If I was still alive, I would beat the hell out of Blanket Jackson's white ass. Then I get a switch and use it on 3T. Respect the beatdown. Ronnie, is it 3T or T3? I thought it was T3. I thought it was T3, no?
Of what?
The Jackson kids. I thought it was T3. I could be wrong. But anyway, thank you for your donation, Joe Jackson Ghost. RC from the 315. Okay, Boss Hog. I'm in upstate New York right now. Do you need me to check on your crib in Rome, New York? Jada's verse alone will smoke Dipset. No, sir. My summer home in, it's a year-round home now, in Rome, New York is fine. And don't try and go on the property because you will get shot by an old Italian man, okay? But thank you for your donation. Bronx River, Bussy Quiver. Okay, that was cute. It's understood in my family that if anyone lays I can't read that. Take it easy. Okay. Thank you so much. That was cute. Tony Black, I got your donation. Star, did you see Zach Lee on World Star? He was the sissy with the eyebrows on fleek, throwing up the set looking like a bottom bitch boy. Yeah, I saw some guy who Ronnie, help me out. The thing that they do down here in Atlanta, the girls with the long eyelashes, guys are now doing that. Do you know
Are you serious?
Yo, I couldn't even click on the video. Thank you for your donation, Tony Black. I know what you're talking about on World Star. I didn't click on that shit. Yeah. Guys are now doing their eyelashes. What do you call that? Is there a name for it all? Do you know?
No, they're called lashes. But I think women look ridiculous with them on. So, for a man to get them done, and I know that that's the thing now, you kind of, as a woman, if you put makeup on, you kind of have to put them on, or you don't. You look weird without it, just because everyone else is wearing them. But for a man, I am assuming the guy didn't have on makeup, right? He should not have had them on.
I couldn't even watch it. 347, you got too much noise in the background. 347, turn it down. Turn it down. Are you there? 347. Good evening. Good evening. Hi.
Hi, Star. It's Alicia.
Hey, Alicia. How are you? One of my sponsors.
I'm well. How you doing tonight? Yeah, from primaccounting.com.
Hey, let me get your info on the screen. Are you at the club? At the club? It sounds loud as hell. What's cracking, Alicia?
No, actually, I'm at my sister's house, and she had you on the TV while I was on the phone.
Nice, nice. Thank you for checking in. primaccounting.com. Let's talk a little business, and then I want to get your opinion because you're a young female with regards to Dipset versus the LOX. But first, Prim Accounting, please. Let's talk business.
Well, okay. I'm an accountant here located in New York City. I do personal budgets, profit and loss statements, and other financial documents such as operating expenses, startup expenses for businesses, personal and business taxes, as well as business consulting for planning and development only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, hang on a second, folks.
A lot of people hear consulting. Okay.
I'm sorry. Guys, you can go into the community section. You can see Alicia's banner. Let's go back for a second. I want to give you the proper time to promote your services and business. You mentioned a profit and loss statement. How important is that for young people, or not just young people, but for entrepreneurs? They call it a P&L, yes?
Yep, that's the short-term version of it, yeah. Profit and loss statement, it shows your bottom line and your top line. Your top line is what you have to start off with, and your bottom line is what you end up with.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think just because they're making money, that's a profit. No. Your profit is the money you make after you paid all of your expenses. That's your actual profit. So a lot of people, that's why it's really important to have a profit and loss statement.
Yeah.
So that way... You know where your expenses are at, and you know if you're making enough income to cover it or not.
Yeah. Now listen, I've been in business myself for decades, so I can say
all your life.
More than half of my life. So the P&Ls are essential, especially with regards to taxes. Yes.
Well, yeah, that's the key thing we need to really do business taxes. We have to know what's your income as well as your expenses. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have it in order, then you could be, losing money or paying higher taxes than you should be. So, yeah. I mean, I really feel like when you start a business, a lot of people don't even have a financial plan. And a financial plan includes a profit and loss statement for like the next 3 years, operating expenses, and how much money you need to be making in order to, grow or get to your goal. It's really, really detailed. It's really detailed. Yeah. And it allows you to see what you're planning. And then once you put your plan into action, it allows you to see if you're, hitting milestones, advancing, or if you're just not progressing. Yeah. And then you could switch up and change something around, Yeah.
So listen, I don't want you to give out too much free information, but okay, so they contact you, primaccounting.com. I just want to ask you one more thing because, over the years, I have a monthly spending cap. And, we are in a time in society where a lot of young people are starting their own businesses, entrepreneurs, whether they have LLCs or corporations. Anything you want to mention by way of monthly spending caps? I think we touched on that before, but that, to me, that is what has saved me over the decades, having a monthly spending cap and not, just giving money away. Somebody has a backache or they've got a blown engine. I don't give them because I've reached my limit. Want to talk about monthly spending caps?
Definitely. That's what we would consider a budget. Yeah. So once we figure out what percentage of your income you're using on what, we're able to know what you have left over. And with the money you have left over, if you want to save, I would, recommend investing in an investment account so your savings can grow, while it's sitting in an account. And yeah. I mean, you call it a spending cap, but it's just a budget, Star. You know that if you spend a certain amount of money, that it might cause you to be in a situation that may be uncomfortable for you or that you don't want to deal with. So you just don't.
Well, hang on a second. Now, I have no problem saying I'm old school. I'm tight with the dollar. I squeeze the eagle. That's an old Italian saying. I squeeze the eagle. So when I say I have a monthly spending cap, that's like some 80s slang. And what that means is, more than likely, when somebody asks me for something, I always say to them, I'm operating in the red. I can't help you. You know what that's about, right?
Yeah, you don't have it. You don't.
Yeah.
You know,
Even if I got it.
I don't have it.
Even if I got it. Hey,
I don't have it.
I'm operating.
I don't have it for your emergency expense.
Yeah,
right?
I'm operating in the red. I wish I could.
Star, they can't even ask me for food because I'm gonna ask you, did you go to the welfare and apply for food stamps?
Right.
All right, they'll do that and then call me back.
There you go.
Let me, you know, like you don't have it, you don't have it. That's all.
Ronnie, I'm sorry, hold on a second. Alicia, Ronnie, any questions for Alicia? She's one of my sponsors, primaccounting.com, or do we give her the last word?
No, I would like for her to talk about how her services can work for everyone, because I think a lot of people tend to hear accounting and they think, oh, I need to be, earning millions or at least the high six figures. But I believe that your service works for everyone, right?
Definitely. It works for me first. I've been through so many financial situations throughout my lifetime that I had to learn from, educate myself on, but the most important thing when you want to start a business, you have to have the drive and the motivation. I am not a motivator. Your business consulting is about forming a business. Most people call me like I need to encourage them to start a business or to invest. No,
right.
I'm here to organize your finances to understand your financial position and help you move in a better direction.
Okay.
That's all I do.
Alicia, before you go, Dipset versus the LOX, August the 3rd. You're from the New York area. Who you going with?
I mean, it's Dipset. I'm young.
Huh?
I'm young, and I used to go to school in Harlem, so Dipset.
Oh, okay. So you're biased.
Yeah, of course.
That's fine.
LA coach, like, come on, Star.
I got you. Hey, thank you for checking in. Let's get you back on the line next week, and let's see if we can come up with some type of bullet points to talk about other things with regards to what you do, okay?
That would be amazing. Thank you for the opportunity, Star.
Talk to you
have
soon.
a good night.
You too. Take care.
All right, bye, Ronnie. Great.
Hang on a second, Ronnie. Okay, guys. R.I.P. Bismarcky. Ronnie, can you help me out? Because I told myself I wasn't going to drink tonight, but I started because I'm a little choked up with regards to Biz. He was a great guy. We were on the phone one time, early 90s. I was working with a friend of mine named Neil Levine, Round the Globe Music, who had a record label called Penalty Records. And he had Nori signed. It's a long story. Anyway, and I was talking to one of Bismarcky's artists at the time. Biz grabs the phone from him and says, "Yo, Troy," because we knew each other, "how much money y'all got?" And I started to say, "Well, we're working on a budget." He said, "Oh, man, come on," and gave the phone back to his friend. So, he was cool, and we laughed about this because years later he came on the Star and Buckwild show. He gave me a Bismarcky doll. Anybody ever have a Bismarcky doll? I mean, he was such a great person in terms of his natural character. That's the word. His natural character. And I wish I had kept the goddamn doll. I gave the doll to a friend of mine, Tito from the Fearless Four, so he could give it to one of his beautiful children. But it's a great memory. He said, "Oh man, how much money y'all got?" Anyway, can you pull up Bismarcky, Ronnie? There's a lawsuit that was monumental. And again, I worked at WEA, folks, for those who give a damn. Warner Electra Atlantic. I was doing rock and roll promotion from Maine down to Florida. I called the retail reporting stores, billboard stores, stuff like that, before SoundScan came into play. And, okay, here's some information here, Biz Markie. Okay, 1989, his second studio album, The Biz Never Sleeps, was released on Cold Chillin' / Warner Brothers. Produced by Biz Markie, his cousin Cool V, and Paul C. How could I not mention Paul C earlier? The single, Just a Friend, in which he alternates between rap and singing, became, okay, that was his most successful single, reaching number 9 on the Billboard charts. I'm sorry, go ahead, Ronnie, go ahead.
Was he ever known as the Clown Prince?
Yes, but he also had some fire bars. He was just a great person, so that's why that whole Clown Prince thing, it was kind of like a moniker, of sorts, but he had bars. Good, something else you want to say?
Yeah, no, I know he was like a laughy, jokey, personable kind of person. I got that from that his bravado on the Just a Friend song, but right. I see a New York Times headline that calls him the Clown Prince, so I didn't know if they were shading him by calling him that.
No, he had a great demeanor, personality, very, very real, and if I can just ramble for a second, during the building blocks of hip-hop, because he was instrumental, he was one of those guys when he was in a club, in a room, he was the epitome of a rap star. Because prior to Run DMC and all those guys, Curtis Blow, there was these 70s funk bands, Confunction, Lakeside, Earth, Wind and Fire, Parliament Funkadelic, Brass Construction, Sky, and the list goes on and on and on. So when hip-hop came around, you had younger people who came off the streets. I'm just going to say the streets in the New York tri-state area. So there was an electric feeling when you were in the clubs, and I was in the clubs with them, and he was just a great guy. And what I mean by that is he would talk to people, he would talk hip hop, and he was accessible. That's the word, accessible. Folks, I'll get back to the show in a second. Give me a minute. I have to put some respect on this man's name. Okay, 1990s. According to Wikipedia, his third studio album, I Need a Haircut, was released 1991. Do they talk? Okay, they talk about the lawsuit with Gilbert O'Sullivan. Gilbert O'Sullivan was that guy from somewhere in England, Great Britain, I don't know. And he's the one that had that song when I was a kid, 1972 or 73. Claire, the moment I met you, I swear, singing to a child. I told you guys this before. And my father said, boy, don't you sing that goddamn song. Anyway, Gilbert O'Sullivan, according to Wikipedia, and as I mentioned earlier, sued Biz Markie, and this became a huge, landmark ruling. Grand Upright Music Ltd. versus Warner Brothers Records Incorporated. Okay. That's a little backstory. You guys can do your own research. I don't want to beat you over the head with this, but again, a hell of a man. Not just a pioneer and a legend, but a fucking architect. He lost a lot of money, but he still managed to get out on the road and perform these monumental songs that helped build hip-hop. Okay, Ronnie, I want to take a few more calls. Anything else you want to say? Stick with me with regards to the 29-year-old white guy who beat the black kid, 15-year-old black kid out here in Georgia.
Well, it's good to know that the man is facing charges for this incident, but I'm not satisfied with knowing that his fate rests with whatever the criminal justice system decides to dole out, which will, probably be a slap on the wrist.
Okay. I think I
So-
should title tonight's show R.I.P. Biz Markie rather than Dipset and LOX. What do you think, Ronnie?
No, I think you should leave it the way that it is.
Okay. I'll listen to you. You're younger. And let's see if we can get some more calls in here. Cool Mo Slizzy sends in a PayPal. Ronnie is bugging. Sheik Luch is cold on his own, but I see she is a real Dipset fan. She knows her shit. Okay. Trollin RVA, the troll in the building. How can I get on the line? My nigga. What area code are you calling from? You should have put your area code within your donation. We'll get you on the line, okay? Okay, I read Tony Black. Hustle. Good evening, Hustle. Hustle says, Star, keep it real. Okay, listen, I don't want to talk about somebody else from another platform who's, living their life. If you want to send me some information, that's fine. I don't want to take a shot as if, my word should mean anything. If you're new to the show here, I promote the young people. I don't take shots at them. I've had a lifetime of success, and I've always been in a great place. So, I'm not just going to say something crazy, but thank you for your donation. Old Dirty Bastard on the check-in. Tell Ronnie, okay, this is pretty gross. He's talking about doing something to you very willingly. Okay. Hang on, I'm going to take a screenshot. Take a screenshot and send this to you, Ronnie. Hold on. I don't want to read this. Okay, I'll send that to you.
Maybe I'll read it.
Yeah, okay. If you want to, that's good. The mailman says, Star, I'm starting to believe your father and Dick Gregory was the same person. Hashtag R.I.P. Sugarfoot. Man, my father taught me how to be a strong black man. He was from the South, and that's why I think I fit in so well down here. I have become him, although I'm not as hardcore as he was. If you get a chance, sir, you can read my book. Go to troyterrain.org. I do speak about my father, and there's a picture of him when he was a teenager in the U.S. Navy. troyterrain.org. Scroll down to the bottom. Free download, okay? Fareed, I got your donation. Okay, Fareed's still talking about the Queen of England owns Jamaica. That was yesterday's show, but I'll go back for you if you want to call in and talk about the baby or, does Jamaica deserve reparations, okay? Let's bring in area code 226. Good evening. Are you there on a Friday, 226?
Yeah, Star, Ronnie. How we doing today? How we doing?
Good. Who are you, sir?
It's Alligator.
Hey, what's up, man? How you been? It's cracking.
Hey, I've been great, man. It's finally good. I finally got some internet going the other week, and I've been tuning into your show. It's been a long time. But listen, I want to chime in on both the topics. First of all, I want to say I had the great pleasure of meeting Biz Markie in Detroit.
Okay.
Back in 2017.
Nice.
When he was he came with the Juice Crew, and very very stand up gentleman.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, my favorite song by Biz Markie is "Nobody Beats the Biz."
Okay.
That's a hardcore one, and of course, I agree with you. Vapors is good, and I also like Make the Music with Your Mouth.
Classic.
That one is really good.
Classic.
But
yeah.
I'm gonna go in real quick. I don't want to take up too much of your time, Star. I'm gonna go in on the subject. The neighbor spanking the kid.
Please.
I'm gonna say this. All trolling aside, all joking aside, if you don't raise your kids, somebody else will raise them for you.
Okay.
Let me repeat that one more time for people who are not listening.
Gotcha.
If you don't raise your kids, somebody else will raise them for you. So keep them in check, keep them in line, and when they're out in public or in the neighborhood or in their backyard or whatever, nobody's going to need to tell them how to act or how to behave. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, but now hang on a second. Alligator, did you see the video?
No, I actually haven't. I just heard about it now through your show, and I will go and check the video if you're saying to go check it out.
Stay with me, because you spent Skrilla. You're from Canada, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or
yes, sir.
Okay. Go see this video, because this 29-year-old white guy came out of his house, and from what I could see, Ronnie, correct me if I'm wrong, went into the neighbor's driveway. Their driveway. These black kids are cursing on their property. He goes there with the belt, grabs the 15-year-old, pushes him against the goddamn the garage door. Not his property, their property. If you ask me, he should have got that work. I'm not going to say what type of work, but, one of them kids would not have been wrong, in my opinion. Pow, Fuck you doing here with a belt, old man? Yeah, we cussing. This is we cussing. That's what we do. We on our property, cussing, playing basketball, doing something. Here you come talking about we cursing too much. Pow! Please, go watch that video, man.
No, I'm gonna definitely do, because now that you said it like that, I guess I kind of I misunderstood the situation. I didn't know it was all that. Yeah, that's crazy. I thought it was a little bit different.
Who the fuck are you to come over here talking about we can't cuss? My mama pays taxes. The rent's paid. The fuck? Pow!
Oh, Star. Oh, and Star, I'm going to say one more thing before you get me off the line. Look, listen, Dipset cannot compete with the LOX.
Ooh, let's go. Let's go, Alligator.
Man, let's just get the facts. Look. You got Jada Kiss, Cheek Luch, and Styles P. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but look. I'm not hating on Dipset. I never hated on Dipset. But I really don't see the hype with Cameron. I really don't. And what's his name? Jim Jones? I'm sorry, man. I can't listen to Jim Jones. I'm just keeping it a buck. And
Okay.
Jules Santana, man, go. Jules Santana, go get your teeth fixed. First of all,
okay. Hang, okay, Alligator. Now listen. How old are you? I forget. How old are you?
I just turned 27 like 2 months ago.
Okay. Let's talk bars. Again, Killer Cam and Jadakiss, both of them are in my top 5 greatest alive over Biggie. Jadakiss.
Okay, the fact that
Jadakiss has got some crazy bars. I disagree with Ronnie, but I'm going to have to do a little research before I, push back what she said. Jadakiss told these niggas once upon a time, y'all trying to figure out my last bounce. You better get a beat tape and a half ounce. Crazy bars. Can you give us any bars? You said the LOX over Dipset. Give us some bars, man. Come on.
by the LOX?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna give you. But you agree with me though that Dipset ain't touching the LOX. Am I correct on that?
I'm confused. I don't know. I'm too close to both of these groups. Freaky Zeke's my nigga too. I'm gonna tell you a story about him shortly. Come on. Give me some bars, man.
You said Freaky Zeke? Okay, no, I'm gonna spit some. I'll do my favorite one, which is Jadakiss.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Because Jadakiss is one of my favorite. He's like, but if there's a cuss word, I'm not gonna say it. All right? Because we're on the air, so I won't cuss.
You gonna say the N word?
No, hell no, I'm not gonna say the N word. I can't say the N word. I can't say that. You trying to set me up, Ronnie? Ronnie, you trying to set me up?
Come on,
Ronnie.
spit the bars, man. Let's spit the bars, man.
Okay, hold on. Yo, Jadakiss was like, he's like, now I know y'all couldn't wait to hear Kiss over premiere, kill you on the tape, and then watch it over a beer, because you ain't nothing but a movie with expensive footage. That's the reason they gonna leave you with expensive bullets. Ain't none of y'all better than the LOX. Have y'all dressed up in a suit, dead in a box. Me and my brothers get redder than Fox, and I don't care if I love you, I still want your head in the drop. Brothers running around taking that Y2K shit, crackheads still gonna want that gray shit. That's why I'm gonna always cop the yay quick. So I suggest all of y'all stay off J-ish. I don't want to cuss that word. Too hard for MTV, not black enough for BET. Just let me be. Give me all my royalty money and let me reap. And I'm going to have O's for 6 and O's for 3. And that's the whole
nice.
The whole verse right there, man.
Now, hang on a second. Before you go, do you know there was some song track they had? I used to play this on the Star and Buck Wild show in 2005. Sheik Luch said something about something with a pimp cup. Fuck it, get a plastic one. Pour some of this yak and go on and get the job done. Do you know that, or am I rambling?
Oh, I think you're talking about. Yeah, that's called Real Hip Hop. I remember listening to that one.
Might be Real Hip Hop.
Yeah, he goes. You're talking about the one with the cup, right? He goes
something about a pimp cup. Go on and get a plastic one. Pour out some of this yak and go on and get the job done. Sheik Luch, stop playing.
Yeah. No, I remember that one. He's like, yo, if my flow too tight, put the pressure on. Watch the juice come out like the squeeze in a Sprite. Make big deals, get out on big bails. Shit your career about as short as MLs.
Nice.
Shit to my brothers, I got 2 tails.
Nice.
With enough bars to open up 4 jails.
You are not doing these bars justice, sir. You are losing for the LOX.
Listen.
Ronnie, hate and pay attention.
I'm not an MC. Listen, Ronnie, I'm not an MC. I'm an MC head. You know what I'm saying?
Neither am I. But if I'm going to repeat someone's lyrics, I'm going to do it in their cadence. What are you doing?
Alligator, you did good, man. You did. Never mind, Ronnie. You did good, man. Thank you, Alligator. Have a good night, man. Thank you.
Ronnie's getting at me tonight. I know.
She's getting at you. Thank you, Alligator. Thank you, man.
All right, guys, take care.
Yes, sir. Okay, Alligator on the check-in. Ronnie is ready tonight. Hating on LOX fans? Shit.
Yeah, I almost went bar for bar with that guy. I almost gave him some Dipset bars. But I'll keep that in the tuck.
Hey, folks, if anybody wants to call in about Richard Sherman, I heard the audio with him in the 911 dispatch. The dispatch and is that his wife, Ronnie, or his, yeah, it's his wife.
His wife, Ashley.
Ashley, who went with Richard Sherman to court where he pleaded guilty. I don't know if he pleaded guilty to all the charges, but they hit him with 5 criminal charges. There's Ashley and Richard Sherman in court holding hands, huh? TMZ.com. He released a statement. I don't feel like sitting here going over that, but if anybody wants to, call in, please do. Enlighten us. If anybody wants to call in and talk about the Haitian president who was killed, new reports are coming out by way of the Pentagon that the U.S. is admitting to, let me read this. Reports surfaced that the Haitian government has claimed that 21 Colombians worked as private contractors to help assassinate former Haitian president. A spokesman from the Pentagon issued a statement, the U.S. Pentagon, saying a small number of Colombians arrested in Port-au-Prince were a part of United States education and training programs. Are you there, Ronnie? You want to say something about the possible CIA involvement? Come on.
Yeah, I wanted to see you put your best impression of a surprised face on right now. I'm looking at the screen.
I'm not surprised at all.
Exactly. We've seen this play already.
Yeah.
And we know how this thing went before they officially came out and started confirming things.
Yeah.
So, they first tried to convince us that, 2 schmucks and some overzealous pastor put together this entire plot, went over there, and the only person that gets touched is the president and his wife. And, meanwhile, he's got an entire armed squad around him, and that happened. So we all knew what this was. We've seen this play before. If you go back and you look at, all the coups with Haiti, how we've made them change who the president was, how we've gone over there and kidnapped different presidents that they've had, made them step down, played this game of, we install puppet governments all over the world. Everyone knows that. So
and
this guy,
if I may, let me thank the military, the CIA, and everybody else who kills abroad so that I can live the life that I live here in America. Thank you for doing what needs to be done. We are the colonizers. We are the terrorists. And somebody has to die so that we can live the way we live. And let me just say this also. Oil is worth killing for. I'll give you the last word. Go ahead, Ronnie.
So this is definitely going to continue to contribute to the instability over there. I think Haiti is on target to have another revolution. They are, of course, the first Black independent nation. And I think for that reason, they will never be really left alone or allowed to flourish. There will always be meddling because the United States cannot have this independent Black nation serving as some sort of blueprint for other countries to get the idea that you can just overthrow your oppressors and take control and manifest your own destiny.
I'm okay with that.
I think that we have...
I'm okay with that.
Okay, well, it depends on how you look at things. So I think that they have always been a thorn in our side. And I shouldn't say I should say the American government and more so the empire. But, it just remains to see what's going to happen now. I'd like to see them have another revolution. Go get the bourgeoisie. Go get those families. So that's who's really controlling Haiti.
No,
so.
Okay. Sounds hot, but you yourself benefit by way of the capitalist and military here in America. Yes, you get your coffee every morning. You take a drag off that Newport.
I think we all have phones, are in possession of phones that were put together by child slaves across seas.
Yeah.
So
I'm okay with that.
Guilty to a certain extent.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. Somebody has to die so that we can live the lives that we live. I'm fine with that. I wish them all the best. Let God work it out. All right, hang on a second, guys. I want to go back to the phone lines. Friday night, we're talking about a few things here. I'm off balance because I got the news earlier that Biz Markie has passed away. A fucking icon and an architect. Marcel Biz Markie Hall. Let me go to Cash App, Ronnie. Hold on a second. Theo, I got your donation. Ronnie, did you forget that Jada murdered 50 on Checkmate? Well, sir, we're not talking about 50.
Is 50 in the battle?
Exactly. Oh, hating ass Theo with his little $2 donation.
Fuck out of here.
Ken, I got your donation. Dwayne, I got your donation. He says Biz was a hell of a DJ. Facts. Rest in peace. Yes, he was. We haven't even started talking about his DJ skills and just, he was getting money, DJing huge events. Such a nice guy. Milton got your donation. He says, R.I.P. Biz, Chic Luch is ass. Oh, shit. Tomau got your donation. Biz represented New York City with the Albee Square Mall. Yeah. Albee Square Mall in Brooklyn, for those who don't know. Thank you, Tomau. Mark got your donation. Dipset over the LOX. Salute Max B. When does he come home? In about 40 years? Max B. Yo,
I actually had sent him a message.
Ronnie, I was just about to say, hold on a second. Don't let me forget about Max B, okay? Don't let me forget. Tara got your...
Okay.
Tara, star... You pay the cat's monthly expenses. Are you talking about?
Be honest.
You talking about the cats in my yard? There's 3 new little kittens. They're tiny as shit. And I got to tell you, I got a crazy story, if I can just go left here for a second. This morning I came out, and the cat named Mariah, she's so comfortable with me now. She just just looks at me, comes up to me whenever she's hungry. And I don't feed the cats every day. I want them to stay hungry and, to be hunters. That's what they do. But there's one named Soldier Boy, Tara. And he's now teaching the kittens to run whenever, I come around or a predator. So I came out this morning, Soldier Boy ran towards me, trying to punk me. And and the kittens ran. It was the cutest fucking thing. So I put down some food, and then I went on and I went to Wendy's to get my sandwich. But to answer your question, do I pay the cats monthly expenses? I guess, but they're hunters. I don't feed them every day, so I, we have a system. If that answers your question, Jerome, I get your donation. Did I just speak to him? 224. Hold on, Ronnie. Jerome, are you there, sir? Area code 224.
Yes, I am. Good afternoon.
Oh, okay. Well, it's evening here.
Hold on, just one moment.
Where are you calling from, sir? It's evening here. Give me a second, man.
Hello?
Nice donation. How are you, man? What's cracking?
Man, I'm cool. What's going on with y'all?
Friday, man. I'm fucked up, to be honest with you. Biz Markie died. I'm fucked up, and the show is shit, man. What's going on?
It's definitely a sad day in hip hop, though.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Especially with Biz Markie. I mean, he was he beatboxed, he rapped, and he sang.
Yeah.
And he made money, and he didn't diss nobody.
Facts. Facts.
That was real cool. But I want to say one thing about the Haiti topic.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm not exactly sure about what's going on, but I would say one word. If anybody's been following Haiti the last 6 months, or maybe even the last year, one name is going to come to mind. Barbecue. Not quite sure if y'all know who that person is.
That's Jimmy.
But you know what I'm saying? Y'all look it up. You know what I mean? But in regards...
Well, hang on, sir. Ronnie just responded to you.
Jimmy.
Ronnie, go ahead, Ronnie.
That's Jimmy. Jimmy Cherizer. I might be saying his last name wrong because it's like French, but yeah.
Right.
He's an ex-cop. He united he created the G9. That's a coalition of a bunch of different gangs, and he's funded by multiple sides. A lot of people said that he was working specifically for the former president. A lot of people say that the bourgeoisie were funding him, the CIA were funding him. But he was definitely being funded. He was getting all sorts of weapons, all kinds of weapons he wants. And I'm kind of mixed on him because I like his spirit, and I like the fact that he wants to get those families out of the way. But at the other hand, I know that he has participated in massacres, correct?
Right. I'm not a fan of anyone being how should I say this, a local terrorist. I'm not a fan of anyone burning human beings while they're alive. I'm not a fan of anyone that's burning people's houses.
This nigga sounds like a turncoat.
Just doing a whole lot of negative things. But I didn't want to go too deep into that.
Well, no, hang on. Now you started some shit. Now hold on. Are you a proud American, sir?
Okay.
Who are you? Who
am I? As far as like what?
Are you Haitian? Are you a proud American? Do you pay your taxes? Who
No.
are you?
I absolutely. I pay my taxes.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm not a proud American. I'm an American, right? But that's pretty much as far as it goes. I'm an American.
Well, I hope you're not calling me expecting some sympathy or for me to be down with you. I'm a proud American. People have to die.
Okay.
They have to die for this freedom that you and I have. Where's your family from? Where's your family from?
Lightwood, Louisiana.
Okay.
Right. So I mean, it's okay. Everyone has the right to think and voice their own opinion. So if that's what you feel, I'm going to let you think that. I'm not going to try to convince you to do otherwise.
You didn't finish your point about barbecue. You said that you're not a fan of some of his tactics, but what? I felt like there was a but.
No, there is no other but. And the reason why, well, if I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to go all the way in it.
Let's go. Let's go.
You're absolutely correct. Haitian was the first black nation in the South America that was freed, right? With that being said, ever since they took over, there has been, I've always said that they were not ready because they didn't have the economic infrastructure to maintain themselves as the world power that they once were. So once that's all cut off, then you just have a lot of people that are in a nation that's scrambling for resources without any other connection to the outside world. And that's going to cause chaos. So in my regards to barbecue and what we've seen over and over with Haiti is that these people are fighting over local resources. They're not fighting over international resources. They're fighting over the power of Haiti, right? So in regards to what barbecue is doing, when he's intimidating other people, he's not making any type of threat to the world. The only people he's threatening is his own people. And to me, that makes no sense.
Well, he's threatening the ones that aren't going along with his plan
his ideas
and how he's
right.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
Right, his ideas and his plans.
But that's nothing new. If you go back to South Africa, they practice something called necklacing. If you were going against the grain in your community, so that I'm not shocked by his tactics. But one thing you said was that after they became independent, that they weren't really ready, and because of the resources. But you do know that all of their leaders have been corrupt, have pillaged the money that they do get.
That's right. And
the money never trickles down. They get hundreds of millions of dollars. There is $4 billion missing as a result of that Petro-Caribe scandal, where they were getting the gas at a discount, and they were supposed to invest that money into Haiti, into the people. But $4 billion is missing and still hasn't been accounted for. By the way, the president who was just recently assassinated, he was on the take. He was getting money. That's been proven a lot of people. So that's something that's plagued them for a long time. Now, I know Papa Doc was a tyrant. He was a very bad man, but you have to understand that they elected him because he ran on a platform of black nationalism. And even though he was a tyrant, he kept things in order. He told the United States, I don't want your
Papa Doc was a boss. Pay attention.
Mind your business. And he ruled without problems. And then his son, came after him. But then because of the woman he married, the whole thing just went to hell. But
all right, now hang on a second, Ronnie. Thank you so much. Now, hang on, caller. Are you Haitian? Who are you? Why do you have a bleeding heart for Haiti? You're from the South. What are you got a bleeding heart for Haiti for?
Well, it's simple. And Haiti, to me, as a country, should be championed. I'm from a rural area in the South. I have seen some of the most gruesome forms of racism on a daily basis. I've been right now in Bastrop, Louisiana, proms are not integrated.
Sir, with all due respect, never mind where you're from right now. We're talking about Haiti. Why do you have a bleeding heart for Haiti? Are you Haitian yourself?
And I'm saying this.
Haitians don't give a goddamn about you, sir. You're an American. We have to do what we do.
I'm saying this. I'm saying this, right? Whenever there was a situation to uprise and defeat, the only country that ever did it successfully and had power was Haiti.
And what have they done with it since? Never mind, they beat the French. Miss me with that. What have they done with it since? Don't blame America.
You know what? I'm not blaming America, and I never mentioned America's name. I didn't bring up the United States.
Okay.
I said this is why I don't follow people like barbecue. And the reason why or leaders like barbecue. And the reason why is that they're not making leadway into the actual world. They're killing Haitian people, which is backwards. That's the only thing I'm saying. As far as like the all of the corruption and everything, do you know there was a study that was done that stated there's so much depleted concrete in Haiti that it would take 19 years of dump trucks getting 24 hours a day. That's how much corruption has been. But see, I didn't want to go into that. I just really wanted to call in regards to the Dipset. But you know,
sir, I'm enjoying the conversation. I didn't mean to raise my voice. I'm enjoying what it is that you're putting on the table. If I can just say one more thing.
Sure.
What year was that earthquake in Haiti? When America, the military. Thank you, military. When we used the HARP machine. What was that? 2009, 2010, the earthquake. Ronnie, what year was that? Anybody remember? The earthquake?
2010.
I'm thinking.
Yeah. You do know that was a result of the HARP machine. Yes, sir?
No, I don't. Okay. I'm not aware of that. I don't.
I'm just a dumb fuck.
Because there's been.
I'm just a dumb fuck. But when you get time, Google HARP.
That's the weather. That's a weather machine that's used as a weapon. Am I correct?
Bingo.
Okay.
Bingo.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, look, I'm not denying anything that's going on in Haiti. It's fucked up. I mean, it's messed up. Please forgive me. It's messed up. I'm not denying anything about that. Only thing I'm saying is that there's always these theories about, you know, black unity, black power, black love, and black people coming together. And here we is, the whole country full of nothing but black people, and they over there killing each other.
Shame on them.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Shame on them. So, okay, sir, before you go, the LOX versus Dipset, August the 3rd. Who you got? Let's talk about that.
I would say this, right? I would say from a hip-hop standpoint, I would have to go with the LOX, hands down. From a cultural standpoint and an impact standpoint, it's not even close. Dipset all day.
Okay.
It's no doubt about it. We could, if we really can track the time when diplomatic immunity came out, too, by the way, when that came out, at that point in time, New York hip-hop changed. New York hip-hop changed. They were doing things. They were before their time. It changed everything, not only in New York, but it changed the way people dressed.
Okay.
The Harlem lingo was everywhere. Everybody was saying, "Hey, Mom."
Yeah.
Remember that?
I remember, yeah.
The hardest people in the world was wearing pink. Everybody was wearing the baggy jeans with the long T-shirts with the Timbs. Everybody wanted to have on do-rags. They even, at one point in time, it was like when nobody even tripping on the gang stuff because everybody had on do-rags. Everybody had the bandanas tied around their head.
Good point.
Yeah. So think about this. Jules Santana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jewels. That's how you say his name. Jewels.
Juelz Santana. Think about the lineup. Juelz Santana, J.R. Ryder, because a lot of people forget about him.
Yeah.
Freaky Zeke was always in the back. And then Jim Jones, plus Cameron.
Yeah.
Right? So just by numbers alone, the LOX can't even touch them. Right?
Okay, sir, now you're talking crazy. I thank you for your donation.
One more thing.
Come on.
We all know where is the stylish place, the most stylish place in New York? The people have the most flair and style.
Harlem.
145th and Broadway.
Okay, so where is Dipset from?
145th and Broadway.
Y'all know what's going on.
Hey man, thank you.
Hey, I really did enjoy the conversation.
Thank you, man.
Peace and love to y'all.
I did as well. Thank you, sir. Have a good one. Jerome, thank you, man. Okay, Jerome on the check-in. All right. Ronnie coming at niggas next. Repping Dipset. Ronnie, what else you want to mention? I'm not rushing you off the line about Dipset, the LOX. Talk to these niggas, Ronnie.
The Dipset is going to wash these guys. And I keep seeing people like making fun and cherry picking like certain bars, like, that Cam had, like, oh, I got the computers puting. But people act like Cam is not the same guy that gave you SDE and that gave you Confessions of Fire. Like, stop cherry picking. Yes, he did have some clownish kind of lyrics, but so did Biz Markie, and everyone's going to put respect on his name now that he's dead. Right?
Whoa. You were doing good. Don't take no shots at Biz. Slow that down. Slow that down. You're doing great. This man just passed
Okay, they
away.
both had comical lines, right? Comical lines. So why is it a diss to Cam that he has some, the computer's puting thing? That's the one I keep seeing all the time.
Okay. Hold on, Ronnie. D, I got your donation. Yeah, thank you, D. It's on the screen, in case you don't know. Yeah, D smoking lovely. Scotty, I got your donation. Thank you, Scotty. Okay, Ronnie, check your email. I sent you that PayPal. I don't want to read something about a female host. That's a little bit much. Blade says, "Star, the Taliban just handed us another L." Okay. Hey, Blade, didn't you send me a donation from the other day? Hold on a second. Hold on, Ronnie. Blade sent me a super chat yesterday. This is a long one. Okay, yesterday's show we were talking about a bunch of things, and I asked people, do you sleep with weapons? Blade said yesterday, I sleep with a rifle within arm's reach ever since the time in Brooklyn back in the 80s when a nigga busted into my stash house on Caton Avenue wearing a DEA jacket, pointing a gun and flashing a fake badge, and left me blindfolded and handcuffed to the radiator, allegedly, while relieving me of my merchandise. I was there for an hour before I realized NYPD would not be coming to mop up like he claimed. This is all alleged. It's all alleged. Nathaniel got your donation. Almighty Dipset. Fuck y'all talking about all day. Okay, shit. Rory on the check, and Rory says Biden and Kamala went right after Haiti quick, fast. Now, the Biden administration, they're not sending in any support for Haiti, if I'm not mistaken. Have you heard about that, Ronnie, or no? Is that what Rory's saying?
They're not sending actual troops.
Right.
They did send like an investigative team, they claim, probably to make sure that their tracks are covered.
Right.
But they're not sending actual troops.
Not sending in troops here. It's CIA work,
Exactly.
Dwayne, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Lady K, how are you? Lady K says, Star, your stories, / humanitarianism, R.I.P. Biz. Thank you, Lady K. Lady K and Rosa Reds. Where's her banner at? Are holding down the Starboy channel. Thank you so much. Lady K. Hold on, Ronnie. Jerry, I got your donation. Okay, Jerry's got an issue. Give me a second, Jerry. Hold on a second. I'll get you on the line. I got your donation. Let me go back to a couple of other folks. Area code 209 on a Friday. 209, are you there? Good evening,
Yo.
Good evening, good evening. Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up, Star?
How are you, man?
Oh, I got Dipset all the way, man.
Let's go.
Their influence was too heavy over New York City.
Okay.
They had everybody wanting to be a blood.
Okay.
They had people wearing bandanas and do-rags looking like clowns.
Talk that talk.
Oh, Star, I got a question for you.
Well, hang on a second. Let's focus on the topic. Dipset versus the LOX. Now, you mentioned New York City. Now, what about nationwide? It's bigger than New York. You know, it's bigger than New York. August the 3rd, it goes down Madison Square Garden. People are going to be watching on the gram. It's bigger than just New York.
Oh, yeah, worldwide they had the influence, too. They're from Harlem. Harlem is one of the most fashionable places and influential places when it comes to black culture.
Right.
All the great snitches come from there, too.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. You know, we made snitching cool in the hood.
Sadly.
People don't want to acknowledge that, though. Yeah. We made snitching cool and stylish.
Okay.
Like you said, nobody got time to sit their ass down.
Right, yeah.
There's some people that could do the mirrors, you know. There's some people out here that were bred to be real niggas.
That's a fact. Yeah.
And they got to sit their ass down. Yeah. They got to sit their...
Some people are built for the penitentiary, you know? Their fathers were in the penitentiary, their uncles, their brothers, you know, you'll be with family.
Their brother.
It's better you go than me. Go ahead.
Buck Wild. He lives in prison and visits us in the free world. He's one of those functioning prison birds.
If you're talking about my brother Buck Wild, no, he has never been to quote-unquote prison. He's been in and out of jail, Rikers and shit like that. He lives there, and he comes out and visits us in the world. You've heard me say that before, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's a functioning criminal. He's a functioning criminal.
That's a whole fact. Okay.
You retired that life. You had to slow down.
You had a question. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, yeah. Did you see Mama Jones yesterday for Jim Jones' birthday? She looked like a young Puerto Rican.
Nope.
She's still slim. I'm pretty sure her lips are still soft, like you said.
Easy. Can you send me a link?
I got a snitch, bro. I had to. I'm a real troll baby. I'm here every day waiting for the day that your heart gives out.
Can you send me a link?
Oh yeah, she looks good, man. For her age, you might have to spin the block on her real quick.
If you go to my IG page, which I'm sure you have, you see me in a picture of her. I took her a dozen roses last time I saw her. She's really nice. She's good people.
You a gentleman, Star. You're heaven sent.
There you go. Hey, man, thank you for your call and your support. Thank you, man.
Stay up, man.
Yes, sir. Okay, all right. Snitch ass nigga. Jimmy, sit tight. Going back to PayPal. I'm sorry, folks. I've been asked to ask you to hit the like button if you enjoy the show and share it and that sort of thing, okay? The like button is what they keep telling me, the people that help me with my page, to remind you. And if you don't have Cash App or if you can't get through on the line, at the top of the live chat, there's a PayPal information. Did I spell it right? Hold on a second. starboyradio@gmail.com. Okay, that's the PayPal. Starboyradio, at gmail.com, okay? And one of my sponsors, www.jupiternights.com. Please go check them out. Okay.
Star.
Hey, what you got, Ronnie?
I got a message from Old Dirty Bastard.
Oh, yeah. Email.
Reincarnated.
What do you think?
So he sends in a super chat this evening, and he says, I can cuss?
It's up to you. Go ahead. Sure.
Well, it's another name for a donkey. Tell Ronnie I'll suck a fart out of her ass like a bong hit.
Okay. Yeah. Ronnie read it, man. The one that you sent in, she read it, okay? Big Wig on the check-in says, Jada said real men don't have to say no homo. Cam ain't say shit, okay? Blade on the check-in. Blade says Haiti had corrupt, thieving leaders, but the real source of their economic problems is that fact. Pardon me. Is okay. He forgot to put the, is the fact that they were forced to pay France $21 billion in 1825. Okay. No argument there. B Wall says, been rocking with you since 98. Keep grinding, boss nigga, LOL. Okay, well, I was not on the radio in 98. I was on public access, and then we went to MTV. But thank you for holding us down. Monkey Boy wants to ask you about a sexual question, Ronnie. I'm going to email you that one as well. Okay, someone is impersonating. I'm not going to read the name. Star, thanks to you, I've been stuck in a New Jersey basement, choking on cat piss. What is this about? Okay, he's claiming to be a bobblehead doll. Okay, that was cute. Thank you so much. Ronnie's Toxic Lungs says Ronnie only likes Dipset because it rhymes with dip wet. She knows they don't stand a chance against the LOX. P.S. We need a biopsy as soon as possible. Okay. Let me.
All right, I'm confident. Let's put money on it.
Let's go. What do you want to do?
Money.
I don't
money. $500.
I don't get.
You can't get in unless you send the $500 to the machine. Send $500 to the machine if you're confident.
Hang on. You're betting who wins? How are we going to tell who wins? I'm confused.
Well, a bunch of the different sites do wrap-ups the day after.
Okay.
Where they call it, like Billboard does it, Vulture.com does it. Okay. A lot of different sites call it the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you're confident that the War LOX are going to win,
wow,
send your $500 in. I'll take on one person. First person to send in the $500. If you win, you'll get your $500 back plus another $500 from me.
Whoa. Now, I don't know if I want to take this through my Cash App because then there's a fee. If there's a discrepancy, then there's, want my money back. Can we talk about that behind the scenes?
Sure.
Okay. Big Aki, I got your donation. Thank you so much. That Snow Roach would have got whipped so bad he would have been asking for reparations after I was finished. Okay, what are we talking about? Okay, if that was my kid, he would have got whipped. Okay, Big Aki is talking about the guy, the showrunner, who was arrested for whipping the 15-year-old here in Georgia, for those who don't know. Carroll, Georgia is where that story came out of. Let's go back to the phone lines real quick. Where is area code? Is this overseas? Good evening. Are you there? Looks like an overseas number.
Hello.
Hey, good evening.
What's up, Star?
Hey, who's this?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Blessed. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Friday night, but I'm a little off balance. Biz Markie passed away earlier today.
I thought he passed away like a month ago, no?
No, it was...
he was sick.
He was sick, and he hasn't been well since, but it's official now, according to multiple sources.
No, legend, definitely. Sampled so many times in hip-hop, for sure.
Yeah. Where do you want to chime in?
So, like Dipset versus LOX.
Okay.
That's a hard one, but they both have many hits, but come on, like LOX, legendary.
Okay.
Like, they're just, Dipset's dope, but it's like, they're just not better than LOX. It's just a matter of a fact.
Okay.
You can have your taste. You can pick. I like Dipset personally a lot, but LOX, come on, they came up with Biggie, Bad Boy, Rough Riders, DMX. they was around a lot of giants. So, you know,
they were very integrated with other groups. I agree. Ronnie feels different. Would you care to put some bars on the table or make some points against what she has said already?
I ain't got no bars, but when you said Jadakiss and Cameron are better than B.I.G., I was like, stop it. Just stop. It's like there isn't a lot of people better than B.I.G. Like if we go to I've been in this game for years and made me an animal. Come on, man. There's rules to the shit. I wrote me a manual. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, but he also has questionable lyrics, like talking about performing oral sex on a girl's father just to win favor with her. Who does that?
Yeah, but
a gay man, right?
Okay. All right, cool. Listen, what rapper doesn't?
Ronnie with the smoke tonight.
Yeah, Ronnie with the uppercut. But Biggie's still a better rapper. It is what it is. It's as simple as that.
Didn't he say he would rather sleep with RuPaul than Total?
Yeah.
He would rather sleep with a man dressed as a woman than a real woman. That's what he said, right?
Ooh. Yo, Biggie was ahead of his time.
He was ahead of his time, huh? He was on that tranny stuff early.
He was on that pussy talk in the 90s. Bruh. Yo, he was on Bussy Talk in the 90s. I think he was getting that game from Puffy.
Well, now hang on a second. I mean, I can appreciate what you're saying, and I want you to speak. You're calling from where? I forget.
London.
London, right? London.
Yeah.
Okay. So now both of these groups have had worldwide impacts. I can't choose, to be honest with you. I can't choose. I like both of their catalogs. I have witnessed both of them groups I'm talking about making their impact and their longevity.
Yeah.
A lot of people are excited just to see it go down. Go ahead.
I think personally, Dipset have had a worldwide impact more than LOX because obviously with Cam, with Old Boy, like when he blew up with Come Home With Me, he definitely was international. Like he definitely had that impact. I don't think LOX have had that impact worldwide, but Dipset only had that because of Cameron. Personally, that's my opinion. But LOX definitely haven't had worldwide impact. But if you had to pick between the two groups, LOX I think they're just more of a better group, more influential, and the fact that they're still together, that means a lot. Especially when you're a group. Most groups break up. As you know, you're a fan of, a lot of rock bands, and I mean, most of them are just...
I'm no one's fan, but go ahead.
You're no one's fan. Yeah. You're no one's fan, but when I heard that Sugarfoot story, that's a legendary story. That was
Thank you,
I
man.
watched that like 3 times.
Thank you.
That story was gas. Yeah, and you was definitely a fan, so I don't want to hear that you was nobody's fan. At some point,
you can call it what you want, but Sugarfoot to me was bigger than O.J. Simpson, bigger than Bruce Lee, bigger than Evel Knievel. That guy was so cool, and he just he was the man for about a decade of my life, and then years to come. But listen, man, thank you for your call. Stay in touch, because I may even stream that that Verzuz battle on my show. I might.
Oh, I'll definitely be tuning in. Can I just not shout out, I can't even say shout out, brother, but can I just shout out my channel?
Please, go ahead.
Okay, just all you got to do is just search on YouTube, The Grammys Are Trash, So Is Meg Thee Stallion. The Grammys Are Trash, So Is Meg Thee Stallion. Find my channel. I'm not a rapper. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, man.
Big up Ronnie. Big up Star.
Thank you, man.
Peace and blessings.
Thank you, man. Ronnie,
have a great night.
Hold on a second, Ronnie. I totally forgot to text someone. Holy smokes. Mike, are you out there? My apologies. Mike. Holy shit. I'm sitting here sipping. Mike, I apologize, man. I got thrown off. I know it's late, but if you have time to call, please shoot me a text. Mike from According to Hip Hop. We were texting earlier. The Bismarcky story just threw me completely off. Hold on, Ronnie. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Somebody else sent in a nice donation. Where is Jerry? 312? Jerry, hold on a second. Jerry, are you there? Area code 312. Jerry.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, what's up?
Jerry.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on, Star, man? I'm of Haitian descent.
Okay.
My parents from Haiti, but I was born here.
Thank you for being patient, man. I'm all over the place like bird shit tonight. Go ahead and talk. I'm going to text somebody, but I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, so, what's going over there is, I don't think you're being fair with Haiti. Because Haiti has been under attack by a lot of foreign powers just trying to take it over.
Okay.
Ever since it won its independence.
Okay.
A lot of puppet dictatorships, a lot of coups. I know, I'm all for capitalism. I study objectivism. I've been to college, studied business. But I don't look at that as capitalism because it's being done through force. Capitalism is about free trade. So, I don't agree with that part. But I do think that they need to adopt different ideas and different values and start to get more savage over there, because if not, you're going to lose the country just like Jamaica is losing it to the Chinese. So, that's my thoughts on that. But also,
hang on a second. You sent a nice donation. I want to take the time. I didn't necessarily point to capitalism. I mean, capitalism is a system. But with regards to Haiti and other places, I'm fine with colonizing other places. I'm fine with that. You can even say I'm greedy to some extent. I have no problem with being seen as a warmonger. I have no problem with any of those terms. I accept who we are, what we have done. I don't have to agree with everything, but I accept it. And I'm not going to sit here as an American and apologize. Because, again, somebody
how can you say?
Well, hang on. Because somebody has to die for this shit. Where were you born, sir?
I was born in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay. Somebody has to die, sir, abroad so that you can walk around, wear those fly-ass Jordans that you probably wear. Wear those expensive clothes that I'm sure you're buying. Somebody's going to die for that shit, yes?
Well, I don't agree that it should be colonized, but I think...
No, sir, you don't have to agree. I asked you a direct question. Somebody's got to die for that shit.
But how can you say that if you've studied objectivism and you've studied different countries and cultures and seen dictatorships and how they get down?
Sir, I'm a greedy American. I don't have to apply myself to everything with objectivism or being a Republican or a conservative. I'm an American. Somebody's got to die abroad for this shit, yes or no?
What does that mean, American? I don't understand.
Sir, I've been sitting here talking for damn near 2 hours. We are the terrorists. We are the colonizers. We, again, I don't have to like everything that goes with it. We are the purveyors of bullshit and slavery. We are consumer driven. We raise our kids. We spoil the fuck out of them. That's who we are, sir.
We don't really have much of a choice, and you know that.
Oh, sir, I beg to differ. The choice is if you don't want to be a part of it, you move.
This is a global. This is a global.
Move out of the country.
This is a global thing.
Move to Beijing, Ethiopia, some goddamn where else.
Nah, I like free trade.
Oh. So you want to benefit from it, but you don't want to acknowledge anything that I just mentioned. You don't want no parts in it.
Like I said, like it's multi-layered. It's not, like you said, it's multi-layered. Man.
No, sir. It's pretty. Pretty cut and dry. It's pretty cut and dry what we did in Hiroshima. It's pretty cut and dry. It was fucked up what we did. Yes.
Yeah, what some white boys did.
What was Hiroshima?
I'm not. Who's we? Sir?
What was Hiroshima? What was Hiroshima?
Hiroshima, Nagasaki, the atomic bomb. Boom.
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 I learned that in history. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Got those people acting right over there after that, right? Got them acting right.
So would you be more in agreement with Ayn Rand, the more advanced nation?
Sir, I am me. I'm not no pirate for Ayn Rand. I'm me. Ayn Rand was a Caucasian Jewish female. I'm me.
Okay.
I'm me. A full fucking narcissist. I'm me. I'll give you the last word. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to just speak on the child. I mean,
go ahead.
If I would have came out and my kid, and I would have saw that, or if we was younger, because when I was young in Brooklyn, we almost got into it with a grown ass man, and I was scared to death. I didn't know if we were gonna be able to win or not, because he was kind of big, you know what I'm saying? But if I seen my kid and he was about to get spanked, I would beat the hell out of dudes, man.
Okay.
Like, who are you to come and try to spank somebody?
Did you see the video, sir?
You?
I didn't mean to catch up. Did you see the video we're talking about? Carroll, Georgia, the 29-year-old white guy came out the house with the belt, grabbed that black 15-year-old, hit him with the belt. Did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw something on Facebook. They were sharing it. And I watched it, and I'm like, here we go again with the nonsense.
Yeah.
You know, just like that Karen the other day. Here we go give the nonsense.
Okay. You had the last word, so you sent.
Well, that's all.
You said you sent the nice donation. You had the last word. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so like, man, I love free trade. I love capitalism.
Yeah.
They need to get more savage over there and adopt new ideas. But if they don't, then forget it. Colonize them.
Oh, whoa. Wait a minute. You sound like me now. What are you talking about? Colonize them.
Well,
the fuck?
Well, I told you I studied objectivism. I went real deep, man. I didn't read the fiction. I read the nonfiction, and I understand this very. I also went to school, went to college for business, so I understand it very well. So I know we can't allow ideas like that, to spread. We need free trade. We need civilized society. I'm doing really good in life. I live away from because I don't live in New York anymore. I stay in Chicago, but I live away from the savages, and I appreciate suburban life. I appreciate peace. I appreciate being able to get my car and drive in peace, because it wasn't always like that for me. So I understand the difference between the two. So that's why I say that.
Well, listen, I mean, again,
that's all I got to say.
I appreciate your donation, but at the same time, objectivism is a philosophical system. So reading it textbook-wise is great, but how you apply it, that's the difference. And here in America, I'm going to assume you're a black man like myself. Yes, no, maybe. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm a black, yeah.
You're a black man.
I'm of Haitian descent.
Okay, so the ideas and the principles of objectivism that Ayn Rand put forth, brilliant. But at the same time, we are black men, and that's why I derived my own philosophy, objective hate, because I have to deal with racism on a daily basis. It does not hinder me. It does not hinder me. It does not stop. It does not stop me. But at the same time, I'm not a pirate for Ayn Rand. She was a Caucasian female. I'm a black man, so I have to maneuver different. Got me?
Right.
Yeah, man.
Got you.
Thank you, man.
Man. Love the show, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yep. Yeah. So am I going to die for this shit? And let me just thank the military again for everything that you do. Killing, colonizing, everything else. Thank you to the CIA and everybody else who does what is what they feel is necessary, goddamn. Okay, a few more calls here. Holy smokes, is this 904? Good evening. Is that FBJ?
Yo, Star was popping, my nigga.
Man, where the hell you been, man? I didn't. How long have you been on the line?
Man, for about like 10 minutes, man. I just got back in the house. It's been a busy ass Friday and shit.
Okay.
Man. What's lit though? What's up, Ronnie? What's popping right now, man?
Hold on a second, man. You guys can talk. I got to call somebody, man. I forgot to text somebody. You guys go talk. I'll be right back.
Yo, Ronnie.
TJ, are you feeling better?
I'm feeling all right, man. Listen, I can't wait till this Verzuz battles and all these super old ass hip hop fans can finally see all that bars and lyrical miracle shit don't matter when them Dipset beats gonna start raining like atom bombs. Every time Dipset drops, the crowd gonna go crazy. The live chat gonna go crazy. All the young niggas with their phones and their technology gonna be amping up this set and gonna be drowning these old LOX fans out. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait.
Yeah, so I already know in my mind that whenever the LOX is up, that's my time to go to the bathroom, get a beverage, get a snack. I won't be sticking around for that.
Yeah, I don't want to hear no, Chic Luch, you heard them Chic Luch bars? Hell no, we ain't hear them Chic Luch bars. Nigga, sit your old ass down. Play that motherfucking Jim Jones again. Play that duel verse again. Play it again. Matter of fact, start that Cameron bar over. I need about 3 drops every Cameron verse. I don't care. These old niggas gonna be tight and fed up. They figure it's gonna be fucked up. They boost mobiles ain't gonna be working when it's time to talk about who won this battle. All right, I'm hyped.
Guys, I gotta take this call. You guys go ahead and talk. And Florida Boy Jay.
On top of the fact,
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Also, the LOX don't have 20. As a group, they don't have a solid 20.
No, watch the LOX try to use cheat codes and bring up they best. You're going to see Jadakiss trying to replay songs he played with the Fabulous Verses. You're going to see Styles P try to play I Get High and other solo tracks. Dipset, they ain't got to go on their solo tracks. We ain't going to have to hear Certified Gangster or nothing from Purple Haze. We ain't going to have to hear no solo tracks from Dipset.
All right, guys, listen, I apologize. My phone's been pretty busy tonight.
That's going to bang on the nigga.
Yeah. Florida Boy Jay, hang on a second, my nigga. Hold on a second, because I sent you a text earlier. I'm sure you were busy, but you didn't holler back, my nigga. Last night, I know you didn't want to do too much with regards to Lil Durk, but did you get the text I sent you today?
Yeah, I seen the text when I was moving and grooving. It was about how I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah,
it was about how the popular Chicago rapper Lil Kevo was fatally shot. He released a music video dissing King Von's Lil Durk's brother D thing just 5 days ago. Mm-hmm. So it could have had something to do with Lil Kevo. It could be some Chicago niggas that took their coats off and traveled from Illinois to the backwoods of Georgia trying to run down on Lil Durk. And I said last night's show, he has to count his days, get his affairs in order, write that will or that trust, make sure India gets 60% of his royalties, and go ahead and get ready to check out because it's coming. All right? And next thing you know, by the time Christmas comes, we're going to have a posthumous Lil Durk album that's gonna drop with all your favorite rappers that he ain't collab with until he dies. All right, it's gonna happen.
Okay, so hang on a second. So now people are speculating online, but you didn't want to say, your thoughts. That's not where you want to go, correct?
Right. The only reason I'm not speculating because as much beef and murders and smoking on dead packs that him and them Chicago niggas is doing, it could be anybody beating down their door. It could be Lil Tim, them niggas, since they in Georgia and they know they way around the woods. It could be Lil Tim doubling back to finish the job in Quando Rondo. That's who it could be because they in Georgia. They can touch niggas like that. It's open carry. Lil Durk ain't got that much time. And let me say this, too.
Okay.
Damn to all the ratchet women who are posting as this is gold. I can't wait till a nigga break in our house 3 a.m. and me and Lil Daryl can bust out the 9-piece and the 22 shooter. All right? Damn to all those women want to date those thug niggas, and in 2 months from now, you're posting you and your baby daddy talking about R.I.P. Lil Daryl. He was such a real nigga. Yeah. We don't want to see that shit.
Okay. Hey, guys, hold on a second. I just sent someone a text. Ronnie, I don't know if you have time, but are you up to speed? You are Florida Boy Jay. Benjamin Crump and Reverend Al are now representing some white boy. You guys know about this?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I seen that.
Can we please pull the story? Let me take another call. We have to talk about this before we shut the show down, okay? Just pull the story up. I'll be right back. Holy smokes, folks. You guys up to speed in the live chat? Benjamin Crump and Reverend Al now representing white people. Is that okay with you, or is something funny style going on here? What the fuck? OG Joe, I got your donation. I will check into that, sir. Thank you so much, OG Joe. Dapper Dunlap. I get the boosters boosting. I get computers putin'. Y'all get shot.
Get shot at. I do the shooting.
Okay. No. Who is this? I can't even pronounce his name. This broad living in the projects talking about saving. Okay, you're talking about my sponsor, Alicia. No, she's not in the projects. Cool Mo Slizzy, I read that one. Joe Jackson Ghost, that was cute. Folks, I need you to hit the like button if you would be so kind. That's very important with regards to the live streams. My first week back from vacation, all right? What'd you find, guys? Ronnie or Florida Boy J, Reverend Allen, Benjamin Crump. Who were they representing? A white teen that was killed, or what happened? I didn't even take the time to read the whole story.
Yeah, I see that there's an article posted a day ago from the Washington Post, but I already knew this from when the situation first happened. Okay. Ben Crump and Reverend Al Sharpton actually went down there when it very first happened. And just now when I was looking to pull this article up, I see that Ben Crump is already involved with the situation with this little boy that got beat by the neighbor. He moves fast.
Okay, so now before we talk about the 15-year-old who got beat by the neighbor in Georgia, a white person got killed. Who is Benjamin Crump representing now? Or is that not even an issue? That's what
I don't think is an issue. I mean, you can't say that you're for equal rights if you're only going to fight for it on behalf of certain people. He's an opportunist, so I'm not surprised.
Okay. FBJ, you have to speak on this story, FBJ, or no?
Yeah, it's Hunter Britton, 17-year-old, fatally shot by a white Lonoke County Sheriff deputy during a traffic stop in Little Rock suburb on June 23rd, according to police. So pretty much a cop shot a white boy, and I guess he has a family full of fish, and they went to a black lawyer to get them justice. I don't know what kind of Twilight Zone they're living in, thinking a nigga's about to get you a bag or get you any type of justice. But you should have played by white rule and got you a good white lawyer. But you're bag chasing. And Benjamin Crump is going to lead them straight to another L. As we all know. This nigga's like, what, one for 56 right now? They got a New Jersey net record from 2009.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Go, Ronnie. Go ahead.
one thing I did notice about the situation, well, two things actually, is that the officer was immediately fired for not activating his body camera. They said that was unacceptable, and so he was fired, which does not necessarily bar him from becoming employed as a police officer somewhere else. But allegedly, he just fired on the kid without even communicating one word to him or one order to him. Another thing is, I don't know how, on the one hand, Reverend Al is down there officiating the funeral and assisting on their behalf, but then he's out in New York saying we need more cops on the street. We need more officers out here.
Okay.
So there's that.
Okay.
Shame on them for trying to get an easy win in the court system just because he's a white boy.
FBJ with the smoke. Lee sends in a donation that says that Caucasian lady, Ronnie, got smoke for the LOX. Damn.
I got smoke and bars, Star. I got bars.
Caucasian. Hey, Janet, how are you? Janet says the entire Western Hemisphere is thanks to Haiti. Okay. Thank you, Janet. Hey, Clara. Clara, are you on the line? Area code 201. I'm going to try and put some other notes together with regards to Bismarcky. Maybe I'll do a...
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Clara, how are you? Good evening. Thank you for being
Hi,
patient.
how are you?
Hey, it's cracking.
Thank you. First of all, I think the LOX is going to win.
Okay.
There's no doubt about the LOX is going to win. They came up on the big. There's no obvious choice. The LOX owns New York. The LOX have went against Animal, for instance. Isn't that against Beanie Siegel, or was that with 50 Cent? They went against hard lyricists and won. Devoured them. I'm very saddened about Bismarcky.
Well, hang on. Before we get to Bismarcky, Ronnie, do you want to respond to what she just said? She said the LOX, no doubt.
Yes, and I will come for all the smoke, the charcoal, and the fire. Go ahead.
Let's go.
The LOX will win, and the LOX will win.
I'm having a hard time hearing you, ma'am. Can you please take your dentures off the nightstand and put it in your mouth?
Oh, no, baby. I don't have dentures. That's number one. And number two, first
where are you from? The Bronx? Is that what is that?
Nah,
Bronx
I'm from
fiction?
the Lower East Side. I'm from the Lower East Side. Stop playing. I'm from the Lower East Side.
Oh, okay.
I'm from
True
the Lower
Life
East
and
Side.
all
You
those
better
guys,
tell
right?
us how we do. She's from Pennsylvania?
No. The Jersey Shore.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jersey Shore. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Anyway, so yeah, the LOX.
Ronnie with the shits tonight. Go ahead, ma'am. You were saying, go ahead.
Oh, very with the shit. Very with the shit, Star. I'm just saying the LOX is going to win, and I feel very bad about this, Marquis.
Right. Okay. So do I. He was a good guy. We had many conversations. Good man.
I grew up with listening to him,
Yeah.
The one where he'd be like, "This Mark." Remember when that came out? That's when the Mets won the World Series on that day.
Okay.
It came out on the radio. And, I remember that so clearly because the Mets won the World Series and that song dropped the same day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, ma'am. With all due respect, Ronnie's with the shits, and
Ma'am, why are you saying, ma'am? Excuse me, we're almost the same age. Why you talking to me like Kevin Samuels?
Okay. Well, listen. I'm you're ma'am. I'm sir. I'm just being respectful. Ronnie says you ain't saying nothing. I mean, you saying something different than what she's saying. You guys want to? I'll give you the last word. Say how you
Okay, I
feel.
see them scheming.
Let me ask a question.
They think I'm dreaming, but I'm awake. I'm watching them too. I get out the car to get a cigar. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, good, Ronnie.
How confident are you that the LOX will win?
100% confident.
Send in $500.
First of all, I'm not paying $500.
Why? You're going to win it back.
All right. Where do I send
You sending it?
You sending
Where do I send
It's on the screen.
It's on the screen. Cash App right there.
Where I send some money to call here?
No. Send it to the Cash App on the screen. And
Right,
if you
that's
win,
where I sent the money.
you're going to get $1,000 back.
Y'all playing.
No, I'm serious.
I'm going to send out the $500, and then next thing you know, y'all going to be like, I'm sorry, that was just a fee for the radio show.
No.
Come on now.
No, everybody can hear this, ma'am.
Yeah. It's your Ronnie.
There you go with the man.
Credibility is way more important than $500. So everybody heard it. You could send it in or not.
All right, well, I got your number.
Well, hang on, baby, because you did say you with the smoke. Isn't that what you said? You said you want all the smoke?
I want the smoke, the fire, the charcoal, but I'm going to tell you something. On some real G shit,
Okay.
why am I going to spend $500 for?
That's between you and
Because you're
Ronnie.
confident that you're going to win $1,000. That's why.
There you go.
All right, well, can you rap? Can you give me a verse? Give me the best LOX verse that you had.
Let's go, man. Is she there?
Fuck the frail shit. Because when my coke come in, they going to have to use the scale. That's the way the whales with. Parses on the G. Glad they made the prototype. Come on now. I'm not going to go ahead and spit every last verse.
You were doing good. Finish up that bar. Finish up. You were doing good. I got time.
I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous right now
Take your
because
time.
y'all put me on the spot. You know what I'm saying?
You were doing
and now I'm
good.
going to have to be like, hold up.
You're doing
Now
good.
I'm going to have to hit y'all up with the 500 like, wait a minute. And oh, my God. Because she told, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to talk me into something. And nah.
Okay.
Wait, but come
right.
on. You talking about Dipset? Wait a minute. Now let's go. Wait. Yeah, just I'll be in touch.
Okay.
I'll be in touch.
Thank you,
and
babe.
then y'all could announce it when I'm in touch.
Thank
when
you,
I'm
babe.
in, I got till August 3rd. I'll be in touch for real.
Okay. Thank you, baby.
I'll definitely. Next time I drop it, you put me on live on the phone to seal the deal.
Got you.
Right? I'm like I said. I got till August 3rd.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Have a good night, baby. Thank you so much. God bless.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right. She sent it a donation, so I can't be mad at her. All right, Florida Boy Jam, I'll let you sign off, man. We're past the 2-hour mark, man. I got to get some sleep and get up and hit the gym, man. What's going on with your podcast, man? When's your next show, or are you holding auditions? What's going on, man?
Now, first of all, before we get to that, you got these old niggas with they have their teeth out, grooving off the prune juice.
Whoa, easy. You didn't say that when she was on the line. Don't do that to her.
Look, I was trying to. I was letting Ronnie get in there. I'm talking about all these other niggas too, man. All these other old niggas.
Hang on, she's gone. Please don't do that. She was there. You could have spoke to her. She's not there anymore. I can't do that.
I'm talking about all these old niggas.
Well, they're gone,
all
man.
of them.
They're gone. Let's talk about your podcast. Are you holding auditions? Do you want to put up a banner in the community section looking for a certain type of co-host?
No, I'm not holding any auditions. We're recording in Jacksonville now. So my friend groups and support systems are here.
Okay.
So I can just go grab anybody that I need to. And I have people who are more than willing to assist. We are going to be recording the new episodes of the podcast this weekend in a new studio. So we're going to go ahead and knock that out. I have some dudes. I got my brother and a couple other niggas that's going to come on this episode because I think we need some more masculine energy to, get all this feminist vibe of Out My Pod really quick, so we can just talk how we want to talk and just let loose.
Okay.
Just for a few episodes. So for
Ronnie, somebody's spamming the chat room. Whoever that is, put that nigga in timeout. Please do not spam my goddamn chat room. If you ain't sending no fucking skrill in here, slow that dumb shit down. I don't even look in there like that. You violating my goddamn chat room. I'm sorry, FBJ, you were saying, sir, go ahead and finish up.
Yep. Perspectives and Facts podcast. The last episode we recorded is in Stars community section. If you want to go over there, run those numbers up. The next episode is dropping this weekend. You guys do not want to miss it. Okay. We're going to be talking big shit on the line. We're going to be popping off, get real groovy on there. So Perspectives Facts podcast on my high_life93 on Instagram. Follow me, Ronnie Star. You have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
Dipset, let's do it.
Thank you, man. Okay, have a good
Have a great night, Jay.
Thank you. Hold on, Ronnie. I hate to, say something like that about the goddamn live chat, but it's like, yo, come on, all that, 8-9 rows of fucking emojis. Come on, knock that shit off, my nigga. It's annoying as fuck. All right, Ronnie, I'm going to finish up with you. Great job tonight. Thank you so much. Want to finish up with anything, any of the topics we spoke about, or anything in particular?
No, I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this Dipset massacre. And do you have the date again? Do you have the date in front of you? Is it August 3rd?
The 3rd. August the 3rd. Yeah.
Okay, so August the 3rd. Yeah, so first person to send in $500 to the machine, I will match that bet.
Yeah.
And the winner gets $1,000.
Okay. Hey, have a great night. What's left of it, and we'll talk tomorrow, Ronnie.
You too, Star. Take care.
Take care. Bye. Ronnie brought all this smoke tonight. Damn. Oh, man, I was supposed to have a caller, and I got so sidetracked. Oh, man. Shit. Let me make sure I'm not missing any cash apps or super chats. Hey, Tara, is that a new donation? Thank you so much. Previous caller wanted an 8-ball. Marcus, I got your donation. Okay. Salute from the Las Vegas Sports Talk. Was that you, homie? Yo, man, what the fuck? Yo, send me an email, man. Now I got to have somebody go in there and fucking take you at a timeout. I don't even deal with that shit, man. But, yo. Thank you, man. We need to get you on the line and talk about the NBA Finals. Isn't that that's your world, isn't it? James, I got your donation via Cash App. Thank you. Zach, I got your donation. Scotty, thank you. Let me make sure I didn't miss, anybody. Kanye's backpack, thank you. Big Wig, Blade, B Walls, Monkey Boy. Okay, Monkey Boy, I sent your your PayPal to Ronnie, okay? That's it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. To any family members and friends of Marcel Hall, a.k.a. Bismarcky, my condolences. A great human being. That's how I am going to remember him. A great human being. Not just a rapper, not just a legend, but a great human being. He had a nice demeanor about him. And it shined. Again, we were at a couple of different parties together, industry parties. And just a cool guy. Always looked at people. If he recognized you, he smiled. And a hell of a DJ. Hell of a DJ.